So you're thinking about making a move to Spring Hill, Tennessee. Well, I'm going to show you in this video some cool places that you will live, some of the new things that are happening in Spring Hill, and maybe a couple places you may not want to live. So I'm getting after it right now. So here in Spring Hill, I've decided to open up the map. Spring Hill is located in two different counties, which you're probably aware of. They have Williamson County and Murray County. So it's kind of split almost half and half. The more, I guess, open side and less congested side would be Murray County. And it's almost split by Saturn Parkway, which runs right here from 65 all the way over to Main Street. So I'll start up here at the top part of the map and then just go all the way through Spring Hill, letting you know just where you might want to live and some of the cool stuff that's happening. So this huge farm here that's right here is being redeveloped and being called June Lake. And so it's going to come from, this is Buckner and Buckner meet right here at this point. Buckner Road and Buckner Lane, which is kind of interesting. But this is going to cut all the way over here, and they're building a brand new freeway interchange here, and it's a double diamond. It was one of the only places in the state that actually got approval for it. So this will be done in the next two-ish years, and then you'll be able to get on there. But this whole lake here will be new shopping. It's supposed to be kind of like what Berry Farms is like. So it'll have some light commercial, and then like a bunch of restaurants and then housing that'll go in there. You got Summit High School here. So Spring Hill has two high schools. It's got Summit High School and then Spring Hill High School. I haven't had a child go to either one, but I've heard they're both good schools. And then you have Spring Station Middle School right here, which is right next door to the high school. They have new construction homes right in here called Wilkerson Place. They're almost all sold out, but they might have a few available. If you called me, I could check to see what they have available in there. This huge community right here that butts up against it is called Wades Grove. It's a really neat community. My only negative is that they got above ground power lines for whatever reason, but it's built by John Mayer, and the homes are really well constructed, probably better than some of the higher end homes. And so anyhow, and then down this way, keep going down, we have Chapman's Retreat Elementary, kind of interesting name for a high school. And then you have the freeway here, and then Duplex Road. So these would be some of your lesser expensive homes, would be all in like this area here, would be not as expensive as elsewhere. So like a Wades Grove home is probably in the $550 to $700 range, depending upon the size of the home, and those ones will be $50 to $100,000 less easily. Pricing has just gone up tremendously in Spring Hill, as well as pretty much everywhere in Middle Tennessee since everybody decided to move here, but that's probably why you're watching this video. If you're looking for good Mexican food, Tito's is pretty good. That's right here in this Kroger parking lot. It's also got like a Zaxby's. It's got some other little restaurants. It has a gym there. There's a Walgreens and a McDonald's, and pediatric place here. Going over here, we have some of their homes and whatnot, and then we have the church at Station Hill, the reserve at Spring Hill is right there, and then still this area here still needs to be developed, so it will be developed at some point here. And when you get off at Kedron Road off of Saturn Parkway, you'll see it doesn't have the same feel. It still feels open, which is kind of cool. And then we follow along Saturn Parkway, and then we have this huge shopping center here with a Target and Electronics Express, PetSmart. It's called The Crossings. There's a Kohl's in there. There's an AMC movie theater that's there, Jonathan's Grill, Hampton Inn, Longhorn Steakhouse, Red Robin. So it's got pretty much everything that you're looking for food, from Olive Garden and Cracker Barrel. If you haven't had Cracker Barrel, you got to eat Cracker Barrel pancakes. Make sure you get just regular plain pancakes, and then their little bottles of syrup are like amazing. Panda Express is in there as well. When you cross over the freeway, this is like the old Saturn plant. So if you remember Saturn cars, this is the Saturn plant, but now they're building, I forget which car it is now. But if you remember, if you know what car they're building here right now, then just drop a comment below so that I can move on. Here's a Home Depot. This is like one of the little, if you didn't know and you were into roller hockey, this was a rink that we used during COVID when you weren't allowed to go outside. So we would come up here and park, and then we could play roller hockey here on this rink, which was something cool to do when you weren't supposed to be locked down. The city hall is over here. They have the post office is right here. It's super old, so it definitely could use a refresh. But the people there, the people that work at the post office, were always super nice when we would go in there. Fire department is here, and you can just see it's just kind of like rural land and stuff for these. And this is another area where they have less expensive homes, and they kind of have mixed in with some nicer homes. So this is a new subdivision here called Bluebird Hollow, and they're a little bit more pricey. So they're like in the 6, 7, 8 range to be in here. Once you get over into here, you're into what's called Autumn Ridge, and these are probably some of the nicer homes that we have in the area, and they were anywhere from $850 to $1.4 million homes. They have not a huge yard, but they're just nice homes. And then when you cross this way along Miles Johnson Parkway, which is not really a parkway, but it's the main road, you get into what's called the Arbors of Autumn Ridge, and it's almost the same homes. They're just not as big. You don't have as many 3-car garages. There's very few on the Autumn Ridge side. But they are, those homes are quite a bit less. They're more like 700 to $1 million in that range. There's a railroad track here that runs a few times a day, so you can hear it sometimes at 1 or 2 in the morning. But if you look at some of these yards these people have this is already a decent sized yard, and then they have this much room. So you end up with a huge yard backing the railway. And since it doesn't run much because it's just for the plant, it's not all that bad. Going this way, we have some more new construction homes that were just tucked away in here that they're building. And we have a Lowe's. I don't know why I wanted to say Home Depot. But there's the Lowe's, pizza places and restaurants, McAllister's Deli. Make sure you try that out if you're looking for, a deli. A Culver's, oil, car wash, which they've changed names a couple times. Discount Tire, Vintage 615 for clothing, which is kind of a neat little place. This little garden center here was like, they had it at one point where you could like play events with your family, but now I guess it's turned completely into gardening. All this land here is supposed to have been sold, so it will be developed, but I haven't seen that get underway yet. Right down here, this is kind of our main drag, and they are working on a whole new like downtown for Spring Hill, like developing it, which I think it's going to go on this land right in here. They're going to build that. So let's see, where else are we going? Okay, so Longview Elementary. So this school Chase went to, and we really liked it. He loved the fact that it's 2-story, so he could go upstairs. Then they have the Longview Rec Center next door, but he really enjoyed going to this school. He rant and raved about how cool it was, and the teachers were super nice, and they did like a couple different events at the school that he wanted to go to that we went to. But all in all, it's a great school, elementary school. If you're having having to pick from, I would pick Longview. I don't have any knowledge about the other ones that I can share. Just he really liked that school. There's Goodwill here, so if you're getting rid of your donations, they have a Highway 55 burger place. There's this place called The Spot Burgers, and my son, who is 24, seems to think that it's as good as In-N-Out Burger or better, but he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about, because if you've had In-N-Out Burger, this is as close as you're going to get to eating an In-N-Out burger without eating an In-N-Out burger. So I would definitely try that if you were, looking for that In-N-Out burger taste. Comment below if you like In-N-Out burger, or you like Five Guys, or you like some other burger place better. I'd love to hear about it. Just some other things in here, and they have nice homes all in this area here as well. And they've just exploded in building, because when we first moved to Tennessee, they didn't have a bunch of the homes that were in here. Let me find where I'm at. Buckner Road and Brixworth. So Brixworth was this whole area here, from here and here, was not really built out. And now it's just completely built out with homes. They do have new construction that's in here. So know that. And they definitely have some really nice homes that is it Autumn Wood? Anyhow, they have some $1 million homes that are now being built in there to pick from. And right about, some of this is Thompson Station as well. It's got a weird map layout for Thompson Station. Like the Kroger, I believe, is in Thompson Station, but it's right at Spring Hill. Heritage Elementary School, and then Heritage Middle. So Nathan went to Heritage Middle, and other than him saying that the school is older, it was a good school. He liked his teachers, liked going to school, didn't complain about school at all. They are building a new elementary school right in here. And I should have a photo here for you to look at right now. But there's going to be a cut through that'll cut through this field somewhere over this way, so that you can go the back way, which, if you know and you're on 31, the traffic is awful. So just avoid that. That'll let you avoid that if you lived in Autumn Ridge. More shops and restaurants. I mean, it has a Publix. That's my favorite grocery store. They have an Aldi. Love Aldi. I can't believe they charge you for bags or whatever. Petco, Marshall's, Hardee's, a disc tire place, Chick-fil-A, of course. That's always busy. And then Wendy's and McDonald's. So it's kind of like whatever it's called, the fast food alley, or whatever you want to call that. There's a UPS store over here. There is a burn boot camp. So if you're looking for some place to work out, this is a really cool place to work out there. Let's see, where is that at? Oh, so our favorite Mexican food place is right here, called Acapulco. It's one place that I go every time. Whenever I'm nearby, I'll go to Acapulco if I want like a sit-down restaurant and a margarita. If I want just like normal Mexican food, like almost fast food or takeout, you got to try Cali Burrito, and make sure if Adrian's in there, you say hello. He's the owner. He's a super nice guy, and that their food is phenomenal. Make sure you try it. It's also the same thing as like Oscar's Tacos, but it's here in Spring Hill. So there's a Just Love that just opened. There's some other little shops right along here that you can go to. There's a Great Wall for Chinese food. That was probably the best Chinese food place that I've eaten in Spring Hill. Although there is one other one that was pretty good. Let me go to that. If you're looking for a church, they have Church of the City that's right here. This was the old Kroger that turned into the church. They have Don Arturo's Mexican Grill. Grecian. So if you're looking for a different kind of pizza that's not like Papa John's or Pizza Hut, fabulous pizza here at this Grecian. And there's an Enterprise here as well. Where is the place I'm looking for? Oh well. Okay, so I'm not finding that. So scrolling back out, as you can see, Spring Hill is pretty big, and that covers kind of the north side of Spring Hill. Then we get into the south side, and I think we covered over here Tito's and stuff. So over here they have other housing and more. There's more new construction happening on, I guess, the south side in the Murray County side of it, because you can see the available land that they have to build with still. But Battle Creek is a new elementary school, and I thought that they built Battle Creek Middle as well, which is probably here. So they have Battle Creek Middle and Elementary School. This whole area is just exploding in size due to like the amount of people wanting to move here. My negative of living in the Murray County side is there really isn't a freeway on ramp. You have to go up to Saturn Parkway to get on the freeway. That would be my negative. If they could put one in here, it would be super helpful, or somewhere along here would be really nice. But one thing to note for Murray County over some of the other places is during our mask mandate, I'm not sure where you're at on that, but Murray County never put a mask mandate in place. You had it in certain restaurants that you would go to because they had the mandate, but overall you never were forced to wear a mask in Murray County. So a lot of people really like that. It's more conservative than, say, Williamson County side of Spring Hill, even though it's the same city. There's like Fisher Park you can go to. That's super cool. Another fire department there. This is, like I said, this is just a huge area for like growth and new construction. So if you're in the market and you want something new construction and you want to live in Spring Hill and your budget isn't $1 million, then you're going to probably be in Murray County side of Spring Hill. But reach out and I can help you. I'm super familiar. We lived in Spring Hill, so I know a bunch of the different back roads. I know what area you probably like and what you wouldn't like. I just need to know a few different things about what you're looking for. I don't really have anything negative to say, like, as far as that goes. They do have something called Del Webb, if you've heard of that. So if you're 55 and older, they have Del Webb Retirement Center. So you can, ask me about that, and I can help you find something in there as well if you want to be on Del Webb. Anyhow, thank you for showing up to my video today, and love to hear from you. Give me a call. Thank you.